Hello, this is Photography Gamer. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing Tell Me Why. The game's out on Xbox and PC. Tell Me Why is an episodic adventure game developed by Don't Nod Entertainment. The story takes place in a non-linear fashion as the story focuses on revisit their past and in particular the family's reaction to members of the family being transgender. Okay, gameplay, well, it's akin to the old school sort of point and click games of yesteryear. You walk around a small area, you find points of interest to interact with or engage in sort of branching conversations with other characters. The two main protagonists can find key locations that link them to their past, where they can see their youth, with some pretty interesting takes on how we perceive our own past through our memories.
No way. Quiet, let me finish.
You will no longer be allowed to leave, not even under a full moon. The moon hag was imprisoned in the lake, and she never again tried to...
And I'd say that, for me, was probably the most interesting part of the game. How it deals with time and the way we all view our past through a filter, remembering what supports our recollection and conveniently forgetting the things that don't. Now, the story is very transgender centric, and I would say the game is probably aimed at people who have experienced that personally, or people within their families have gone through the transition, because they'll probably empathise with the story more. Whether other people will be interested, it's difficult to say. I found it quite interesting as a take, because it's quite a difficult subject to deal with in a balanced way. But for me, I felt they dealt with it quite intelligently. There were a couple of moments where it felt like they were being a bit preachy, but it was only very rarely. Visually, it's a nice looking game with solid characters, good environments, the menus are functional, and all in all, accessibility wise, it's good. Sound work, high quality voice acting, pretty well suited music. Good and bad points. Good points, it touches on difficult subjects and deals with them in a mature way. The story is interesting as it focuses on families and how they deal with issues, trauma and memory. And again, the time function is interesting. Bad points. It does have one or two preachy moments. Some of the characters are not very likeable and they're quite hard to empathise with. And it doesn't have a great deal of core gameplay in terms of actual challenge. Okay, verdict. Tell Me Why is a solid narrative game that deals with a topic that is often handled in an extreme way, either in a positive or negative fashion. Now, the game doesn't avoid the occasional moment of finger wagging, but I'd say the whole thing is handled in a mature manner. Perhaps structurally, in terms of the narrative, it can seem a bit muddled because of the way it deals with time, but I thought it was okay. It won't be for everyone, but I didn't mind it. It's not a classic, but it's something that's quite an easy game to play on a Sunday afternoon if you want to deal with a game that deals with sort of family issues, sensitive issues, and things regarding to gender and how we remember our past. Okay, that's the review. Scoring, I'd give Tell Me Why 6 out of 10. Thanks for watching. This is PG signing off. Cheers.